everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will learn how to manage the Post Dated Cheque, which means the PDC using Customer Invoice in Odoo 19 accounting module. So what do you mean by a Post Dated Cheque? So a Post Dated Cheque means actually customer gives you a check today. But remember, the check date is in the future. So you cannot deposit it immediately, but you should wait for the future date. So the challenge is, how do we mark the invoice as paid without increasing the bank balance today itself? So let's see the correct accounting workflow in Odoo 19, and there we have a part 2 for the vendor bills as well. Okay, so inside the part 1, let's see the customer invoice. Before that, I want to configure some journals and the chart of account as well. So moving on to the configuration, there we have the chart of accounts. Under the chart of accounts, I've already created a chart of account which is PDC receivables. And moving on to the internal link of the PDC receivable, there we have a code, and under the accounting, the type is set as current asset. And there you can also find that I'm allowing a reconciliation and it is an activate but a mode. And there we have the description and mapping as well. So moving on to the chart of account back, I'm moving to the journals. Okay, so we need to set up a journal once we are going to create a PDC. So here I've already created a journal which is called check. Moving on to the internal link, I am just specify with the journal link which is check, and the type which I'm provided is actually bank. So once you're providing it as bank, the other details, which means the journal entry, is auto-populated as the corresponding to the bank. So under the bank account, there you can find it is selected as a check. And moving on to the check, there you can find the account tab which is a bank and cash. Okay, so let's move back to the check, and there we have a suspense account. So you all know that the bank statement transaction will be posted on the suspense account until the final reconciliation allowing find the right account. Okay, so there we have already set up a suspense account, and moving on to the internal link of the suspense account, there you can find the type is created as current asset. So you need to check them. And moving on to the profit account, there you can find it is cash difference gain, and there you can find it is an income type. And moving on to the last one, which means the cash difference loss, and moving on to the internal link, you can find the type as expense as well. Okay, so if you set up all those things, we are also enable the dedicated payment sequence, and there we have the bank feeds as well. And moving on to the important thing inside the journal, moving on to the incoming payments, you all know that creating an invoice is basically getting an incoming payment to our company. So here I am set up a payment method which is a manual payment, and its name as manual payment, but we need to set up an outstanding receipt account. So here we have already set up it as the PDC receivable, which we have already created chart of accountant. Okay, so under here we are moving to the internal link. You can find the same chart of account that we have already created. So there you can find all such details. So we need to set up the outstanding receipt account very easily. So once you are done with that, we need to create a customer invoice. Moving on to the customer, under the invoices, here I'm creating a new invoices. Okay, so here I'm putting the customer name, which is Aisha. Once I'm done with that, I can provide a due date. So as you all know that the PDC is actually for the future check date or the future payment date. So here I'm providing it as 24 February 24. And there we have the invoicing date as today. And under the invoice line, I want to add the product. Okay, so here I'm moving on to the product side. And there we have table 1. So here I'm selecting this as table 1. So I'm selecting it as 4. Let's move to the draft invoice, and there you can find there we have $960. So I want to increase more quantity. Okay, let me put this as 5. Once I'm done with it, you can simply see this is $1,200. I'm removing the tax from here itself. So if I remove that, you can finally see the total amount that is due is actually 1,200. Okay, so there we have a kind of I think, yeah, all thing is done. So there we have the total amount, which is 1,200, and the amount due is actually 1,104. Okay, so once I'm done with that, let's confirm this invoice. And if we confirm this invoice, there you can find how many that amount due is actually $1,200. So once we are done with that, we need to move to the journal items. Under the journal items, you can find it as posted under the account receivables. So moving on to the reporting sessions, under the general ledger, you can find the account receivables. Okay, let me show you. Okay, under the account receivables, you can finally see our account, which is created now. Okay, sorry, with the journal. So under here, you can finally see it. It's debited as 1,200. So now you can find it. Okay. So once you're done with that, let's move to the customers and we need to create the payment. So let's create a new payment. Here it is in draft stage. So you all know that the payment table is actually received. So because we are receiving the payment from a customer. So we need to put the customer name, which is Aisha. The amount is $1,200. And there we have the due date. So here we have already set it as 24. So you need to provide them. And under the memo, I want to provide it as PDC. Okay. So let me put this as PDC. So once I'm done with that, there we have the journal. Under the journal, you need to specify it with check because it is not in bank journal. So we have already created the journal, which is check. So here I'm providing it as check. So once I'm done with that, there we have the payment method. Under the check, under the outstanding receipt, we have already put the payment method as manual payment. But under the outstanding receipt, it is providing as the PDC receivables as well. So there you can find it as providing as manual payment. So once you're done with that, let's confirm this. So this is in process. Okay, so this is not in the paid status. It is actually in the process. So moving on to the customer and under the invoices, there we have our invoice. Okay, so moving on to the invoice, there you can find outstanding credits and you can add the PDC, which we have already created the payment. Okay, before moving on to there, I want to show you the reporting session. Under the reporting, there we have the general ledger. Under the general ledger, there we have PDC as well. Okay, so let me show you that. So there we have the PDC receivables. So under the PDC receivables, we have different things. Okay, this isn't stuck, no problem. So there we have the PDC receivables. Under the PDC receivables, you can finally see Aisha. So which is our customer, and there we have already created a PDC journal for them, Aisha, which means $1,200. Okay, so there you can find it now, and there we have already created an invoice as well. So moving on to the customers and invoice, we need to add them into PDC. So let me add. So there we have an outstanding credit. So here I'm adding that as here. Okay. So once we are added, it is in payment stage. Okay. Then you can also find the payment which is in process state as well. So here we have already provided this particular thing inside the PDC account. So it's still in there. It's moved on the PDC account as well. And if you want to find them inside customer, which means the partner ledger, you can simply move to there and you can find Aisha from here. Okay, under the Aisha, you can also see there we have created things, which means there we have a normal invoice which debited as 1,200, and there you can also find a PDC invoice, PDC, which means 1,200 is credited as well. Okay, so now you can find it. For completing the payment, once your customer is moving on to the payment, and if you want to complete that payment by reconciliation, you can move to the dashboard. And under the dashboard, we have the bank. So here I'm putting it as a bank. So let me move to the transaction itself, and we need to create, okay, new one. So let me provide the due date as February 24th, and I can provide a label. So here I'm putting this as PDC received. So once I'm done with that, I want to provide the partner, which is Aisha. And here I want to provide the amount, the total amount as well. So it is $1,200. Let's add and close this, and there you can find the reconcile. So moving on to there, you can find it, and let's enable this and let's select. So the reconciliation is finished, and now you can find it. The reconciliation is completed, and moving on to the customer. Under the payments, it's still in the progress, but after the reconciliation, it's changed into the paid status as well. So now you can finally see the customer payment has completed. So that's how simply you can create, or you can do a PDC inside Odoo 19 accounting module. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how we can do the same thing inside the vendor bill as well. So stay tuned for that video, and I'll be back with another tutorial. Till that, bye bye.